abusuafo yɛ mamu nyinaa mo akɔ ababa gye daily abusua mo nim sɛdeɛ yɛ no na abusua bɔ mmɔden sɛ wɔbɛsubscribe bɛlike na wasa ahyɛ ama afoforɔ nso ɛho deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ ɔman Ghana abusua yɛnsɛ mmerɛ koraa mo nyinaa yɛn nyinaa yɛnim deɛ ɛkɔ so a ɛyɛ galamsey ho nsɛnsɛm akyɛ sɛ baabi abɛfa biara news tv youtube baabi abɛkɔ biara x baabi abɛfa biara obiara discuss the galamsey challenges ɛkɔ so wɔ ɔman Ghana abusua sisi ya no some public figures bi a there some very powerful public figures a wɔn ka bi ɛwɔ mu no de wɔn ano ato a obi te sɛ yɛwura anas aremɛyɛ anas agye so obiara anim nom da wɔyɛ very respected journalist investigative journalist a sɛ over the time no wɔayɛ expose most of the things that government yɛ ɛyɛ government bi ɛnyɛ sɛ yɛ bi a this current government nko a from so many years wo a wate anas din da deɛ wonim sɛ this respected investigative journalist wɔyɛ adwuma paa na busua current demonstration ɛkɔɔ so last 3 days any last 2 days na deɛ ɛka ho a 3-day demonstration bi ɛkɔɔ so wɔ Ghana ɛyɛ gidigidi na free the youth ɛne stop galamsey nsɛnsɛm na ɛkɔ so na anas na no atom busua anas baeɛ no wamfa na no antom kɛkɛ sɛ ɔbɛkasa about it but was about show support ɛna de ma the demonstrators keep ɔmo morale sɛ ɔmo fan keep on deɛ ɔmo yɛ na ɛyɛ busua no yɛnkɔ ne nkɔ reading nsɛm no bi wɔ a anas aremɛyɛ anas ɛka ɛwɔ s no ɔsɛ I stand in solidarity with the thousands of Ghanaian youth protesting illegal mining and its destruction of water bodies. Your courage inspires me. Intimidation may come, but we still stay bold and united to defend our country. Ghana deserves better. In some way, they are some much say. Anas aremɛyɛ anas to me at the core S or could see and cut tweet means I make us all quite X or could tweet you. Akɔyɛ such as could gya gu hɔ ma a we encourage morale demonstrators no more morale so they should keep on going because without them no one is going to do this for us ɛyɛ sɛ yɛayɛ Ghanaians na yɛsɛ yɛyɛ Ghanaians deserve better abusua also kyerɛ wadwi the summer ɛkɔ so wɔ Ghana demonstrations galamsey ne ade which one is better should they demonstrate against the government say galamsey anaasɛ they should stop and wait for the government to take some action. Now, almost one demonstrate with the government taking any action. We also because galamsey is destroying our land. Galamsey is causing too many diseases. See, over what there are a lot of things upon China, you know. Now, demonstration, no, here. Sounds like galamsey, they see put a stop to it. And I see a man in course, it gives, and as a Ghana gets a lot of benefit from it. Young twice in the videos, I twice because demonstrations were caused over the years. Nkɔfoɔ ne nsɛm a nkɔfoɔ keka over the years no so na busua yɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɔ kyerɛ so yɛnkɔ so ne yɛhwɛ video
every day no say yɛn nuanom no ɛka sɛ ɔmo yɛ demonstration ɔmo ka sɛ they want to go out and let the world know what is happening in their country, what is happening to them. I always say nobody is against demonstrations, but demonstrations should have a target. You cannot just demonstrate. The moment you get up from your house in the morning and you say a politician is doing something wrong and that you want the world to know, and you don't focus on the politician and send your message directly to the politician, you will miss it. Because remember, politicians are smart people. Politicians know how to blame each other. Politicians, the only thing they fear is you pointing them out. It's you telling them in the face that you are the problem. So it is not about the politicians. It is about who is in charge. So young people in Ghana, when we want to go out there and send a message across, we need to understand what we are doing. And I really respect the young men and women on the street. Demonstration. Ghana. Almost there are two reasons in terms of demonstration in there. One, a bind way through the courts, through the Attorney General, almost more remand, almost protest to say their fundamental rights are being trampled upon. It is legitimate. They need to be released. And a fact. Because the government of the day is trying to take matters into its own hands, suppress the people, suppress freedom of speech, suppress freedom of movement, suppress people even trying to let the world know that things aren't going all right. So that one, I really, really appreciate that demonstration. A target to say, I was the Democracy Hub. All those people who were arrested, they have to be released. The second part of the demonstration was about the galamsey. And it is through this galamsey and I'm at Democracy Hub for Akoshe jail. Now, how do we change the narrative? Because if we are going to use the same narrative, the same strategy, the same technique, we are going to end up like the Democracy Hub people. It's a fact. Because Democracy Hub for more police custody. It is out of frustration, out of anger, out of people not hearing them. It is because they lost the focus. It is because they generalized the issues. And then the more politicians, dan parimunya opportunity to come in and destabilize them. So when we are going out there to seek for justice and also to let people take responsibility, we need to understand, say, your target, it needs to be direct. In 2015, these are the demonstrations you're witnessing in Ghana.
As early as 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, demonstrators were converging at the Fêᶏr Children's Park, which was the approved venue for the planned demonstration. The peaceful demonstration, convened by the concerned citizens of Ghana, was intended to drum home what they described as a growing economic hardship in the country. The police made their intentions clear when, after the national anthem, they closed the gates of the park in a move to prevent the demonstrators from hitting the street. However, the demonstrators, in their fierce resistance, forced their way out of the park and moved onto the street. After about 10 minutes into the walk, the police cordoned off the section of the road just in front of the National Theatre and stopped the demonstrators.
Cost of living, economic hardship, increase in utility tariffs are the reasons given by the marchers who are marching to the Flagstaff House, by what they've termed Occupy Flagstaff House. But the peace march is turning a little bit violent with the intervention of the Ghana Police Service not allowing the marchers to use the avenues or the clear-cut routes they have defined. So what you see behind me is the police blocking the peace march. They are not allowing the march to proceed. And then you can see also behind me, these are armored vehicles brought in by Ghana Police Service in a bid to block the peace march or peace demonstration. So we'll just get closer to the situation and then give you a clearer picture as to what we're seeing here. So what we see here are more police reinforcement. I'll say police reinforcement coming in to quell or foul the peace march. So these are reinforcement from the police, and then these are peace marchers who are also seated on the street, not allowing or just trying to protest the activity or the action of the police service.
We were told we can't march to the Flagstaff House. Representatives were supposed to go. We have agreed, but we are hungry. We got here at 5:30. Yakotokoko at 37. Ghana Police doesn't want us to go. Yes. To go and buy my food. I don't have electricity. I don't have fuel. Economy is bad. Yes, I'm going to buy my cocoa. I can afford it now.
Thank you so much. Let me speak to this lady. How do you feel now? The police are trying to block your peace march.
I don't feel anything. I just want to be able to move where I want to move.
Do you see this as against your right of movement?
It is.
So what do you intend to do about it? You are seated here anyway.
Well, I intend to go where I want to go, so I'll be here until they allow me to go where I want to go.
That is it. That was the convener of the peace protest. We still want to see if you can get some more reactions from the demonstrators. How do you feel now? Is it an inhibition of your right to protest?
It is our right to protest. Everybody protested. I mean, all those in government, many of them were student leaders and stuff who protested in their time. Had they been stopped, like we have been stopped today, would they be where they are? And it's not like anybody. These are professionals, doctors, lawyers, bankers, you know, who are just going to say that. I mean, nothing happened. If you had just followed us quietly, we go there, present a petition, and come back. But what is anybody afraid of? Is it because this symbolizes that things are not so well? that a group of people, middle-class people, cannot protest. I think they are making a fuss about nothing.
Are you going back home?
Home? This is my home. Ghana is my home. I'm in Ghana. I can protest anywhere in Ghana I want.
Are you returning back to your various houses?
Oh, sometime or the other, yes, we will. I mean, we have to.
Per the action of the police now?
Well, you know, it's our legal right to protest or hold a demonstration. I am sure they are overreacting.
From all indications, the police had quashed the demonstration by calling for reinforcement.
What is the situation?
Well, the deal was that they are supposed to converge at Fếᶏr Park, and that has been what we've had since morning. So all of a sudden they decided to step out and march to wherever, and we were doing everything possible to ensure that...
Isn't it a show of too much force? Show of too much... Yes.
No. That is our responsibility. When you notify us, we engage you in a discussion.
It's a peaceful demonstration. They are not causing any commotion.
Whether it's going to remain peaceful. We don't take chances at all. Every peaceful demonstration has a potential of turning into violence. So we don't take chances at all.
You are now allowing them to march?
No, we won't allow them to march.
We see it as an inhibition of our constitutional right to protest. We are very much disappointed at the attitude of the police right now as we speak. We were making a very peaceful march towards the Flagstaff House, the perimeters of the Flagstaff House, but the police decided to block us.
The demonstrators at this point attempted using different routes but met police resistance. From here, the demonstrators dispersed on the assumption that the demonstration was over. But it was not so, as the demonstrators outwitted the tight police presence and reconverged around the French embassy in an attempt to move to the Flagstaff House, but were blocked again by the police.
So after much persuasion and intervention from the Ghana Police Service, the conveners and the demonstrators seems to have had their way. Nobody knows how they managed to get to the Flagstaff House here, because we were told from the convener or even the police public relations officer that they were not going to be allowed to demonstrate or even march through the streets to the Flagstaff House. So the demonstration was quelled or was stopped. But as to how they managed to get to the Flagstaff House, nobody knows. But from what we're gathering here, the presidency has accepted to receive the petition from the demonstrators. So that is in your short. They are going through the media accreditation and to sort out the media personnel to be allowed into the Flagstaff House. So I'm told the petition will be received by the Deputy Chief of Staff, Madam Valerie Sawyer.
Just as the media were going through accreditation and security briefing before entering the Flagstaff House, Dr. Bawumia, Minister of Communication, was given a backlash by some demonstrators for saying that the demonstrators were enjoying the Republic Day by the demonstration.
Even the president lies to us. How can there be truth?
But when you get up and you tell the press, or you stand on air and say we are celebrating, did it look like we were having fun to you? No. Just because we choose to do this, you know what? We can also get appointed. Yeah. But we shouldn't disrespect the people we govern over. We elevate you up there, and then you choose to
And see, they are put in there as servants. They are not put in there as lords over us.
After getting the clearance from the presidency, the media and 6 representatives from the conveners started a walk into the Flagstaff House, where they were met by the Deputy Chief of Staff, Dr. Valerie Sawyer, who received the petition on behalf of the president.
We take your criticisms in good faith, and we want to assure you that we are working, and we are working hard. We'll work even harder, but we are working to ensure that these issues are all resolved. It will be clear to you, even if you go around to the petrol stations, that the queues are getting shorter. Isn't it? Have you not noticed that the queues are getting shorter? So we just want to entreat you to remain very calm. In fact, not just to remain calm, but to also support government, whatever you can do. I see this handing government that, listen, we are not happy and we want things to go a certain way. And we are assuring you that we are working, and we are working very, very hard, and we will ensure that things go the right way.
According to the demonstrators, they points a petition to reverse the current economic hardship in the country. Metro News will keep viewers updated on the situation.
This was the NPP. Tamana Mahama.
I thank you for watching. I'm sure I also share what we say because what we this is the right channel. Just a comment section one. Ma wa obeti me so a share what we am mind pen for na hunde e kwaso man Ghana. Sana be like video now so a share ma for front so ma for free. Share to the major groups just obi a person hunde e kwaso man Ghana. Share no obi hunde e ko. Me da was so share.